right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
So today's show is gonna be a little bit different for you than normal. We have a guest in house today, but later in the show we're gonna talk about something that I said last week. That I said it. Fuck it, I take ownership of it. Whatever, but. It was probably too much to share to begin with. So, but we'll talk about that next week. I'm sure you probably have plenty to say about it. I'm sure it probably stuck in your head and you want to go after me for it. So
the fact that I don't remember is probably...
Yeah, I don't, what are we talking about?
6 years of celibacy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but
okay.
What
Was I here for that? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
so.
remember it.
Really? Oh, that's good. Well, then, no, because we'll get into that here in just a minute. So, as promised, we have Chantel from Chantel's Sweet Treats in the house.
Yeah.
Now, I've known Chantel since, junior high?
Yeah, junior high.
Yeah. So, it was really kind of weird. Like, I had been seeing her on TikTok, making TikToks about her candies and about this new adventure that she's got going on. And then I was talking to my brother and was talking about, this guy started at my work and blah, blah, blah. And his wife makes these candies. And I was like, hey, is his name so-and-so? Yeah. Is his wife's name so-and-so? Yeah. Dude. So I got in contact with her. I let her know what was going on, invited her on the show. She makes these treats. She takes candies and freeze dries them. So you started out being a prepper, right? So
yes,
it was more for survival type shit, right? Like
yes,
Survival foods?
yeah. So I talked my dad into getting me a freeze dryer, because the food freeze dried last year, so it's like way better than canning or dehydrating, and then it just kind of blossomed into a candy business.
You could freeze dry any type of food?
Anything that doesn't have a lot of fat in it. So you can't do bacon or peanut butter.
Yes, I'm out.
Or honey, anything like that. But you can like freeze dry a steak and it will last 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it shrink or anything?
No, so what happens is, when you put it in the freeze dryer, the barrel of the freeze dryer goes down to negative 45 degrees and it freezes the food. And then after the food has been frozen, the trays of the freeze dryer heat up to 125 for food, and it releases all of the moisture in the food and then vacuums all of the moisture out of the food, and it leaves it shelf stable for 25 years.
So have you ever done a steak and then tried it a year or 2 years later?
I haven't had a freeze dryer for 2 years, but I've done eggs and reconstituted the eggs and just made scrambled eggs. It tastes just the same. And yogurt. I've done yogurt and pasta and a lot of things, and it tastes just the same.
When you say the egg,
like a raw egg. Like you just...
Do you just add water to reconstitute it?
Yeah. Yes.
wow.
Could you, like, if you were, like, I'm lactose intolerant, so I would never use milk to reconstitute them, but could you use milk, or does it have to be water?
You can use whatever, like bone broth or beef broth.
Reintroduced moisture.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
And you said that you have a TikTok account. What's your TikTok account? What's the handle?
Chantel Sweet Treats.
So on there, you've also waxed cheese, right?
Yeah, I got 5 million views on that. And the hate I got from waxing cheese, you guys, it was insane.
Well, I don't know what waxing cheese is.
So, like when you go into what is it called? A cheesery? I don't know, like a company where you just
like
buy cheese?
like the Baby Bell cheese, how it has the wax on
okay.
it. Okay, so I did
okay.
that with some Tillamook cheese. because it stores for up to 6 years with the wax on it. So I just made a little TikTok, and just people lost their marbles because I waxed cheese, and they were like, "Don't you know about the bunkers under the United States and this and that?" I was like, "Yeah, but if we have a natural disaster, I don't have access to those."
And the bunkers in like Arkansas, right, or Oklahoma or some shit.
Right?
The closest one or the one that I know of, that's where it's at. And then the entrance to all the underground tunnels, there's some in Washington. There's some in Albuquerque, and then they all
Nevada.
head all out east.
Hold on, this whole bunkers thing is new to me.
You never heard of
Oh
it?
boy.
No.
It's called the
Don't
Metro.
introduce him to that.
And what it is it's 8 miles underground.
That's a whole different topic.
You know what? You ask your wife, dude. She should know about this because they
Molly.
store.
don't
Oh
know
boy,
about
you
this.
just
No.
targeted her.
Because they keep all the stamps down there. There's a Kellogg's plant. There's
Seeds.
all these different plants that store all of the cereal, and they also have an area where they keep seeds
Yeah.
for all the different plants that are native to the U.S. They're kept underground in a bunker.
Yes.
So that if there's ever a disaster, somebody can go in there, or whoever's underground can come back out and remake the U.S.
You know, it's funny because I feel like I'm trying to be brainwashed right now. You know, you're trying to
I
get
don't know
me
if it's
into the
called brainwash.
Hold on, I have
conspiracy
some
theory.
tinfoil. Would
I
you
think
like
it's
some?
just being called open-minded.
I'm just trying to put you up on game, dog. Like,
Tony, this is called an education.
You guys are talking about an entrance in Washington and Arkansas.
there are. I'll show you when we get off the air where you can actually go on, and it'll show you where they have a bunch of underground storage units where the truck drivers have to drive, and you have to have military clearance to be able to go on.
What was
there.
that movie that had this in it?
It was
Yeah.
Morgan
was a
Freeman
movie.
was the president.
Well, I don't know about that.
What?
In the movie, Morgan Freeman was the president. Deep Impact? Final Impact?
I don't know, but you know that they tell you things in movies. Never mind.
Dude, if
That's
it's been
a whole-
thought about to make a movie,
She knows
it
how to
already
play you
exists,
just like we do.
right?
She's been in here for 5 minutes.
Okay. So,
Okay.
freeze dried stuff, waxing cheese.
Just real quick, back to the freeze dry stuff.
Okay.
Does it have to? Can it just be left out in the open?
No, you have to put it in Mylar bags. It has to be kept with no moisture and no oxygen. So after you're finished, you put it in like a 7 mil Mylar bag, and then put an oxygen absorber in it, and it has to stay away from the light. Also, well, it's best if it stays out.
But
of
it
the
doesn't
light.
have to be refrigerated or
No,
anything?
no, it's shelf stable.
Wow.
Just throw it all in a bucket, put it in the back of your closet,
Yeah,
and know if shit goes sideways, you're good.
yeah.
Be eating mac and cheese for days, fool. So you went from doing survival stuff to candies.
Right.
What made you decide to try doing a candy?
So I was kind of intimidated by my freeze dryer in the beginning, and candy just seemed like an easy thing to do, and it was inexpensive, and if I messed it up, it wouldn't be a huge loss. So again, I was on TikTok, and I just started posting TikToks of the candies that I was doing, and it just blossomed from there. I'm up to 3 machines, and I
Damn.
can't keep up with the demand.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So what was the first candy that you tried?
It was either Skittles or Jolly Ranchers.
Okay. Which one of the candies that you do now or that you started with is like your biggest seller?
Peach Rings and Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've brought some stuff with you, right?
I
that
did.
We can try out and give a live reaction for. Now, I've tried the Jolly Rancher, the Peach Rings. Dude,
Those are good.
so when they're done and she pulls them out and you see them, they look almost like the size of a small donut. Because
Oh,
you know
wow.
what peach rings are, right?
No.
The candies.
No.
They're like the jelly.
It's a gummy. It's
Yeah,
a-
the gummy. They're round because they're rings, right? And then and they have sugar on top.
Okay.
So when it blows up, it looks like a small donut, right? But it's the consistency, and I can't put it any better than to tell you, it's like a Cheeto.
Cheese puff.
Yeah, cheese puff. Yeah, and then when you bite it, the flavor of the peach is so much stronger once it's freeze dried. They're amazing. They're amazing.
So since these candies are meant, like everything else, meant to be eaten, how long do they last outside of these?
Yeah, you have to keep them in these Mylar bags.
Okay.
If they like get in the heat, they kind of reconstitute, and if I don't get them bagged right away,
Shut up.
they'll reconstitute.
I'm sorry. You pulled that bag out and you turned around so we could see the color of this man. Said his face was like, "Oh, what's that? What's that?"
These are actually Lucky Charm marshmallows.
Get out!
Holy
Do you guys want to try?
Wow.
You want to try it?
We should
Okay,
save
I'm just
that
going
one
to
for
pass the bag
last.
around because I don't want to touch
That's
it.
going to be the best.
There you go.
What does it feel like, Tony?
Hard
Give us
stars
a
and
description.
horseshoes.
Take a bite in the microphone.
It
Oh, yeah.
feels like
Get that ASMR.
Yeah.
it actually. Do you know what a pumice stone is?
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
A light
An
pumice
airy
stone.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give her a bite. See what you think.
Just do it.
How about not with the, yeah.
Don't be scared. They're not medicated.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
It's similar to a hard cotton candy
Yeah.
because it dissolves really quickly.
Yeah.
But it tastes just like the cereal, like the
Yeah.
Lucky Charms marshmallow, right?
Do that little powder on the outside that somehow Lucky Charms has stays on the marshmallow. And
Wow.
when you try it, another one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, you guys, here's some Swedish fish marshmallows. They're like Swedish fish. They're whales. They're not the fish.
Yeah, it's Swedish fish if they went fishing with TNT.
They got like really hot, but they taste the same. So go ahead here, try
That's really
those.
good.
Try those.
So, like, could you put this with your survival stuff and it'll stay for the 25?
I don't know about the candy. It's so fragile.
Wow.
Okay, do the Swedish fish. Do you like Swedish fish?
I'll say
You know what
no.
Swedish fish are.
No, I
Because
don't.
they taste just like a Swedish fish.
And
So
was
excited I like Swedish fish.
A Swedish fish is a gummy. It's
Okay.
like a little candy. Do they?
You know what? I really like it. I really like the peach rings, but because you can taste the peach so much, they're really sweet.
Yes.
These, they don't have that sweet tart after it because they're not as sugary tasting as the peach rings. I like it.
So I have a bunch of stuff. These aren't on my menu yet. They'll be on there Thursday. But nobody else that's going to be
Ooh,
listening.
nice. We're getting a
has
sneak
seen-
peek.
You're doing my taste review.
Oh my
Hell
God.
yes.
wow.
That's exciting.
You guys are the
What do you think of the
first.
Swedish fish, Tony?
I'm surprised I'm liking it.
I'm surprised you're liking it. This is very adventurous for you.
We should have told you this before we started, but Tony is very negative.
No, not negative.
Hold on. Tony's very negative to new things.
Oh,
And
thank you,
often says-
Tony. Thank you.
I don't like it. Those are usually the first words out of his mouth for anything new. I don't like it.
Can you give her a taste of the I don't like it?
No, don't do that. I don't like that.
That's what I say. I
There
don't
you
like
go.
that.
There it is.
This is really interesting.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one, okay? Because I have watermelon rings, and
Oh my God.
they don't puff up like the peach rings, but they're amazing. So
How long does it actually take to make these things?
Okay, so the peach rings take 16 hours.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Really?
then the other candy takes about any gummy takes about 16 hours. I don't know why it takes so long, but it does.
How many can you do in one batch?
I can do about 10 bags.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
16
How big
hours.
are these machines?
Wow.
I have a picture I'll show you.
Okay.
You can just go on my
We'll
TikTok.
post it on the
Just go
Instagram,
on my
too.
TikTok and you'll see.
Well, Mingo showed me one of your TikToks, and it was a woman throwing something in a glass of what's that whiskey? Fireball.
Oh,
What is that?
watermelon. There's watermelon saltwater taffy. Let's do the watermelon.
And I happen to have a
Matrix.
bottle of.
Is it in here?
Yeah, that's what she was putting in this fireball.
And-
was the cinnamon taffy.
Oh, okay.
So what would that do to the actual fireball?
It just makes it more cinnamony and,
Really?
and a little thicker.
And more fun.
So she does. Her name's the Mole on TikTok, and she does like Thirsty Thursdays, and she'll take gummies and mix them in with alcohol, and then so like the thicker ones with my freeze dried candies, she'll make snow cones out of them, like adult snow cones.
Right.
Yeah, and she does those live on Thursday.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know where she's located?
Where is she?
Alabama.
I think Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
And we become pretty close, like from TikTok. It's really cool.
Again, what is this one?
That is a watermelon ring. So usually it's a gummy.
Like that, Tony?
Go ahead, Sebastian.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a by chance? We should have probably asked her to bring them.
What?
Like a before and after.
Oh, you know what? I can pull some off the internet. I can get some pictures off.
If you look on my TikTok, just go to my TikTok. Everything's on there.
Tony's a dinosaur. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're really good, aren't they?
And this is a Jolly Rancher?
No, I have
It
those
tastes
too.
like- it
I
tastes
have
like
Jolly
them, though.
Ranchers too. You guys, I brought everything. Oh, and before we go to that, I brought
Wow.
the caramel M&Ms. You guys.
Holy shit.
Oh. Tony said, "Yeah, those are mine. I'm good." Now,
So-
do you do any of the sour gummies?
I haven't. So I only had the 2 machines and I was struggling to keep up. So now that I have my 3rd machine, I can start incorporating more. But my TikTok just had 1 million views and my store sold out in like a few hours. So
Really?
I'm catching up. And I gained like 6,000 followers in just a few days. So I think this Thursday is going to be pretty crazy.
So again, you can find her on TikTok at Chantel's Sweet Treats. She's the first one that comes up, and you're also on Facebook. Are you on Instagram as well?
No.
No?
Well, I am, but that's my art account. And if you Google Chantel Sweet Treats, I'm the first one to come up on Google, which is pretty cool.
So can any candy?
No,
Okay. So what makes a candy not a candidate?
I don't know what it is.
Does high wax content, it doesn't work.
Okay. So what like a candy
Into the mic,
doesn't
Jimmy.
meet a candy that doesn't meet the requirements is like what?
Some of the gummies don't work.
Okay.
Um,
Like a Reese's peanut butter cup?
no, because it's peanut butter.
Okay, that's right, you said that.
And chocolate. Chocolate won't freeze dry. But since this is mixed with caramel, the caramel absorbs the chocolate. So, there you go.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
This is a dangerous episode.
Mingo told me that he's got his insulin ready for this episode.
So I got a shot for everybody. We're good.
So how long you been doing this again?
About 7 months.
Man.
You perfected this pretty quickly. Were there a lot of hiccups getting started with it?
Yes. Lots of discouragement and lots of wasted money on candy that doesn't work. Yeah.
How long from when you started it did you actually be able to put it out for sale?
Like 2 months. I had to get it all together and then get my business license and everything. So
And you did that in 2 months?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think it was about 2 to 3 months. Yeah.
And the shipping,
Oh, dang, there's no more of these, Tony. Sorry.
Yeah. All gone. No more.
They're good.
What are they? These are caramel M&Ms?
Yes. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I
Pass
should
it
have
on.
No,
saved
like
those.
really, there's none.
I should have saved those for last. I think those are my favorite.
You know, you could, dude. You could pour
Have
these
you
in a,
actually seen it?
you could pour
It looks
these
like
in.
Mickey
You could pour
Mouse.
these in a bowl and have them as cereal.
It's funny because it looks like the inside just outgrew the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the shell is hanging on by a thread.
Like hulked out of the shell.
Yeah, exactly.
My M&M's have herpes.
Oh yeah, that's
Jesus.
good.
It's really
Right?
good, yeah.
That's really good.
Wow. So, what
That's really good.
what candy caught your eye first? Like you're like, oh yeah, let's try this.
Skittles. I really wanted to try the Skittles because I saw them. And I like Skittles.
And then from there, what's been your biggest seller? Did I ask you that already?
Yes, the peach
Peach
rings.
rings.
Peach
Peach
rings and
rings, okay.
Jollies, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, the caramels haven't been out yet, right?
I have to ship them. I've got about 5 people that I'm going to ship them out to see how they do in the mail.
I could
Yeah.
but I can tell you right now, those fucking things are fire.
Yeah, those are good.
There is absolutely, you're gonna spend you need the 3 machines that you have now are gonna be just for that. I can almost guarantee you that.
Yeah. What is this one again?
M&M's.
What's in it?
Caramel.
Caramel M&Ms.
Like it's
You
just
know-
the right mixture of it.
Yeah, and you know what? The funny part is like an M&M, you grab a handful
Mm-hmm.
in order to be satisfied.
Right.
Like this, you
One
just
of
take
those.
you just take like 3 of these and you'll be good. 3 would be the
Oh, I
equivalent
need
to
one
a.
more than
It's almost like 3 would be the equivalent to a handful.
The thing is it takes all of the moisture out of the candy, so you're just basically left with the essence of the candy.
Yeah, all the flavor.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, these are amazing.
Yeah.
What were the ones that we had? That
Well,
we
I mean,
liked that
I
we
can
killed?
I can sell
The
them
big
to
one?
you, Mingo. I don't have to ship them to you.
Oh, that's perfect. I even got my own bag I'll put them in. These bags are all too small for Mingo. Dude.
Okay, so what do we want to try next? We have, hold on, I got so much stuff. Oh, I have peanut brittle. You want to try some
Oh
peanut
yeah,
brittle?
let's do that.
Okay.
Do you like peanut brittle?
Yeah.
like something
Peanut
you
brittle off
get.
the hook.
In an adult shop.
So my friend makes this. She makes it. It's all organic. Not that, yeah. She's here in town.
She makes the actual peanut brittle.
Yes,
and you freeze dry it.
I purchased the peanut brittle from here.
My
You have to do this to it. Do this.
Yeah, I got it. My ex-father-in-law used to make and mother-in-law used to make peanut brittle. Okay, so just
Did you try it?
No, I'm gonna get one.
oh sorry, man. So right off the
I
bat,
get it. You're excited.
it looks like it looks like the pretzels with peanut butter inside. Can
Yeah.
you smell it? And you smell the
Or
peanut butter.
Tito's Tino's pizza bites.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pizza rolls.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
Oh, that,
Oh, I have a good one.
That's a good one too. That's real good because peanut brittle is real hard.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Once you get past
Oh,
that
wow.
initial crunch, that's oh my god.
So I've got on my new machine, I've got candy mode, so it goes up 5 extra degrees, and it makes it just a little bit puffier, so it's not as hard as that. But yeah,
Wow. What was the one candy that you tried and it didn't work and you were disappointed in?
probably the Lifesavers, like Lifesaver gummies.
Oh, I thought that would have worked.
Huh? Oh, and Jimmy wanted the Lifesavers. You know,
The hard candy?
Yeah, he wanted that to
Apple
work.
Suckers. The caramel apple suckers. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Talking to the microphone.
Caramel apple suckers puff up like almost as big as a tennis ball. And the sucker actually puffs up too with the caramel. So I was thinking that the Lifesavers might do that, but they didn't do it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? There's been quite a few things. Quite a few things.
What's your out of everything, whether it's food or candy, what's been your favorite thing to make?
I enjoy pretty much all of it. I just don't enjoy unwrapping everything. That's that's the worst part, because every single Jolly Rancher, every single piece of taffy, I have to unwrap it and cut it.
Have you ever
Because
sat down and unwrapped 500 Jolly Ranchers in one?
I don't want to answer that question.
yeah,
Wow.
that's the least. But I enjoy all of it, really.
Is gums a candidate for it? No.
Is it just
That would be
the
interesting.
just the wax that's in it? Is that?
Well, gum melts in heat.
Oh yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? So I don't even want to try it. Like
Right.
I don't want that stuck on my tray.
Yeah, that would be a mess, right? Holy shit. What other candies would you think of trying in the? Okay, so there's a lot of people right now that are doing like some of the candies that you do, but they'll do them in that Mexican stuff called chamoy, and then they put tahini on it, so they're chili flavored of the candies that you make,
Okay, so tahini and chili aren't my cup of tea.
right?
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't know if it tasted good or not, because I don't like it. So I'm just going to kind of steer away from it and let someone else do that.
So we're gonna need to find out. We need to buy a machine with you so that you can do Mexican candies.
Well, something like
Okay,
that.
so there's a link in my bio on TikTok, and you can go and purchase a freeze dryer from the link, and it will help me out. And I think you get a discount if you use my link.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I would think that the tahini, when you put it on the candy to put in this machine, is that something that wouldn't work? Like, does it?
A lot of people do it. I don't. I
Okay.
honestly don't. I don't like the flavor of it, so I don't want to. I don't want to do it, because I honestly wouldn't know. Oh, this is good, or
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean. So I wouldn't know how to judge it if it was good or not, because it's not my thing.
Even the cinnamon taffy contaminates the machine.
Yeah, the cinnamon. I have to do the cinnamon batch last. It makes all my oil smell like cinnamon, and the whole machine smell like cinnamon. So it's the last thing that I do, so that I can let my machine air out for a day.
Wow.
Yeah,
So how often are you running your machines right now?
24/7.
Really?
Well, 24/6.
Okay. All right.
They get a day off on Thursday. Thursday's my day off. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't do anything except list my stuff on Thursday, and that's just the day that I take off.
Is there anything during the 16 hours that you have to do to the candies while they're being?
No, I put them in at night, so that's my nighttime load. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you let them all do all the work at night while you're asleep, and
Yes.
then in the morning it's right to work.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So, like when you get it out, they're already ready just to be bagged up because they're just individual pieces like that, right?
Yes.
So do you weigh the bags? Do you know, like, how do you know?
So the peach rings, you get 8 peach rings per bag. The other ones you get 10, and then the taffy you get either between 18 and 20 pieces. I weigh it out,
Okay.
and then everything else is pretty much weighed out.
Right on. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we tried the watermelon, we tried Swedish Fish, Lucky Charms marshmallows. Wow.
I
Yeah.
have bit of
Caramel
honey.
M&Ms.
Hold
A
on.
bit of honeys.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You
All
wanna try-
right, once more into the breach.
Right. Peanut brittle, and we've tried.
What's a peanut butter? Isn't there a peanut butter candy? I mean, not peanut butter, peanuts.
Big hunk.
Big hunk.
Oh.
Is it Big hunk?
I have
Baby
that, but
Ruth.
Mingo said he
Well,
wanted
there's
to
the. It's
Okay, I'm
no,
sorry,
You're,
this
you're
one was?
confusing. You're
of
confusing
honey.
toffee with taffy. Toffee is hard.
Heath bars don't work. Was it Heath? Yeah, Heath bars don't work.
Which one was this one
A
again?
bit of honey.
I don't think.
Kind of better if you don't chew it. If you just let it melt on your tongue.
Really?
He says I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, right. You have to try it out.
Wouldn't
the way
hurt.
Captain said, right? So
So for somebody that doesn't like much, you sure do like this. This is a good sign.
I wouldn't push it.
yeah, he'll turn on you real quick if you point it out. So
That's really good.
these are they're really good. They taste just like the candy. If you don't know what a bit of honey is, they're these little small bars that are kind of peanut buttery and honey. And the closest thing that I would say to it would be, do you know what mazapan is, Tony?
Okay.
Those little Mexican candies that come in a circle and they have the rose on the
rose.
front.
Yeah.
That's a mazapan. That's kind of what it tastes like, right? You need
Before
another
you put that in your mouth, do exactly what he just said.
one? Okay.
It does make a difference.
I've been doing that with every single one of them.
Really?
Letting it melt on your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally made
Whole
a
new
difference.
experience,
Yeah,
huh?
it is.
So the good thing about saltwater taffy, the good thing about freeze-dried candy is, say, like you have braces or dentures or even no teeth, you're able to eat the candy and enjoy the flavor without it getting stuck in, like, say, your partial, or it's just a way to enjoy your candy without the hassle of
And with half
ripping
of
your
our
teeth
audience
out.
being around their age,
What is that about? So let me ask you, can you do sugar-free candies?
I do, and I'm actually working on like maybe some keto things, like with some cream cheese and some like pudding to make little like keto bites. You
Okay.
know, yeah,
Diet candy, dude. Look at that.
yeah.
Wow.
So all these candies are you able to eat them just like we just did with the bit of honey? Just let them sit on your tongue? 'Cause
Yes.
I didn't even think about
Yes.
doing it that way.
Okay, but let's move on to the Jolly Ranchers.
yes, I've been waiting patiently.
Nothing else is going to compare. I should have done those last.
We still got time. If you
Yeah,
don't stop
right.
me.
Look at your eyes are like beaming. You're like, yes.
I don't smile often.
Yeah, I think this is the happiest I've seen you on a show in a really long time.
Okay, you grab a pink. I want a blue one, so I'm gonna.
Oh, those are down at the bottom, huh?
That's fine.
What do you think?
Tastes just like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Without the pop rocks.
Mm. You know what's funny is the Jolly Ranchers. I bought my brother Ben,
Yeah.
his daughters. I bought them a machine that will turn Jolly Ranchers into cotton candy. Where they just said they have to sit there and swirl it around to build it on the little cones. I've used it once, but it was cool to do for them, just to kind of sit around and do on her birthday or something.
Did you
like
let it sit on your tongue and
Yeah.
let it melt? Dude,
that. Oh my
such
god!
a satisfying moment just feeling it.
Yeah, it actually
Just
it really
crush.
is. And it's a whole different experience because
It's a whole new
you're not sucking on it. You're not, it's just
Doing it.
collapses. Yeah. That's a trip.
Wow,
Can't wait
It's-
to get to the blue ones.
it's such a trip because once you get that taste, your mind's confused.
Yes.
Because you know what the candy's supposed to feel like and taste like. And it tastes like that, but the original
It's the
way
same
of it,
emotional response, but with a different physical response.
that's it. If I was a scientist, I would have said it just like that.
And I'm not even a scientist.
Wow. What do you think, Tony?
It's not bad.
Your heart's okay?
Very
Your
good
blood's-
idea.
Do we need
Very
to, everybody
good.
need to check blood? Everybody good right now?
Now we got about 15 minutes before I crash, though. That's
Yeah, right. Yeah. Did you want to talk about your other business?
What other business?
Your ironwork?
Nope.
No? Okay.
all right.
Cool. So they can find you on TikTok.
Yes. Chantel Sweet Treats.
And make sure you go on there, find her, view all of her stuff, order from her. We will put the link up for her business on our Instagram page, Madhouse Sideshow, tomorrow. So as soon as you hear this, the link will be on there. You can go on and please order from her and show her some love. She's done a great job. All these candies that she's brought to us today were all just super, super delicious. I think really the caramel one. And the Lucky Charms, and
Yeah, those M&Ms are off the hook.
yeah, the
Those
M&M
are really
really good. And what was the other one? The
Swedish fish.
the Swedish fish.
Bit of
They were
honey.
all so good.
Yeah.
Peanut brittle.
Oh yeah,
Peanut
the peanut brittle
brittle,
was really good
That
too.
was good.
And we got to try them out before anybody else. But please go online and order from her. Show her some love. Let her know that you heard here on the Madhouse Sideshow. We'd really appreciate it to help her out as well. And Chantel, thank you for taking the time to come out and hang out with us and bring us some candies to try out and have some fun with the show.
Yay, thanks for inviting me.
Were
I
you
enjoyed
open
it.
for Christmas last year?
No, I got my machine for Christmas.
So are you going to try to stock up for Christmas?
Christmas
Now you
might be
know
a
it's
good time for you.
Gosh, you guys, I'm like having a hard time keeping my store stocked. Like,
You need bigger machines.
I need more. I need more room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, eating a peanut brittle.
Where the M&M's at?
And I don't want to chew it.
Oh, do you want to try a peach ring before we close up?
Oh, sure.
Sick.
I have watermelon.
Teeth
toffee,
like
too.
Cheeto. They're like Cheeto Puffs.
I have mini Starburst too.
Oh my goodness.
You got Starburst too?
Yeah, they're kind of hard.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Try them out, Tony.
they're mini Starburst. I don't think I sealed that one. I don't think I sealed that one. Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. Whatever.
The smell in this bag is amazing. Oh, wow.
Wow. Tastes like a Starburst.
That's a peach ring. There you go.
Nice catch.
It almost tastes like a what's that cereal with the bunny?
Tricks?
Tricks.
The Starburst or the peach ring?
The Starburst.
Oh, okay. I was very confused there for a second.
You got one already?
I wanted some peach with the peach ring. Not the orange.
Did you try the peach ring, or are you
Not
eating
yet.
something else? Oh.
Ah,
There's one orange in there.
I could see why that's like your main seller. That is so good.
Peach rings are good on their own.
You've never had a peach ring normally,
No, I'm
Oh,
a
so
chocolate
y-
fanatic.
so you don't even know what you're like.
Comparing it to
Yeah.
But watching the fireworks over his head while he's
Right.
while he's eating it is fun to watch.
It's like that
Yes.
fucking scene in Ratatouille
Yeah.
where he's eating the cheese
What do you
and
think?
there's like fireworks going off and flavors.
It's
and
really
shit.
good. And you know, like I just said, excuse me for who I'm speaking. I'm strictly chocolate, but these are really good because they're not like
Everybody's
overly
snacking.
sweet.
Right. I almost like them better this way than gummy.
I do too.
I think the gummy is just too.
Gummy.
Yeah. There really is no other way to say it, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, there's one more.
And then we smash them in the powder, and then you put them in vanilla ice cream.
Oh, is that
Oh
right?
my god.
Yeah.
We have vanilla ice cream in the house.
I have packs of it at home. I call it Stardust because sometimes they puff up too big and I can't ship them. So I just put them in my food processor and pack it up as Stardust and sell it as crack.
Wow, hell yeah. I could see this people like being crap for people. Like they're not even done in ordering their next batch
Yeah.
just so they can keep them. Like I would want to keep these stuff around.
Oh, I have a customer, and her husband put me in their budget.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a goal.
There's an envelope with your name on it
Yeah.
in somebody's drawer somewhere. That's funny.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tony?
Another question. Let's say you were having a party and you
Okay.
laid these out.
Yes.
Could they stay out all night?
No. No.
A
They
couple
can't.
hours?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah. They need to be in the Mylar. Like if I set them on the counter and forget about them for like a half an hour, they start to reconstitute. So they're really temperamental.
So just because of the
The
humidity,
moisture.
the moisture in there.
Yeah.
What's the green and pink one?
Watermelon taffy.
So this is candy that once you open the bag, you have to finish.
Yes.
So we got a lot of work ahead of us, fellas.
Yeah, just make sure you seal it, and get the extra air out, like just make sure it's away from moisture. Moisture is its kryptonite.
It's safe in those unless they get hot, like in your car.
Okay.
Oh, my God. This is, wow.
So now, are you expected to bring these to work all the time?
I just do. Nobody really likes them that much.
Really?
The boss usually takes them home.
Really? That's weird. You would think that would be a place where you'd just be handing them out all day long.
Well, Ben's not really huge on candy, is he?
Well, Ben's really picky about everything, so he's not
That's
really
also
anything
true.
on anything. But I bet you if he got those caramel chocolate M&Ms, he'd be all about it. I can almost guarantee that. Those things were good. What do you think, Tony? You taking a long time on that thing.
I'm just.
Eat some watermelon taffy.
It's I'm just checking the texture out on it. It's a trip.
You're not high.
Could you imagine? Eating this shit high, dude? Holy smokes. If this was around back in the day,
Dude.
I'd be bigger than
She
I am
said, dude.
now. Everybody's got a past. There's a watermelon taffy right there, too.
Yeah, try the watermelon.
This is almost like a chicharron.
Yeah.
That's another good way to put it.
A peach chicharron.
Chicharrón.
Texture.
Chicharron.
That's what you should call them. That's the new name.
Chicharrones.
Chicharron. That's so funny.
You think you could do lemon heads?
I'm gonna try it in my new candy mode.
Okay.
I did try it in my other freeze dryer and I couldn't get them to pop.
What a statement.
Yep. I took the high road.
Thank you. I saw the look on
I'm
your
proud
face.
of that one.
He was biting his tongue.
It's too much. Holy shit. All right, so Tony's now got the water.
I still got the peach ring in my mouth.
Drink some water. It'll make it go.
She's like, dude, just fucking eat the candy already.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's very cool.
But damn. It's what she said.
You know what it is? What it is it's the texture. Because I'm really into texture in my foods.
So let me ask you, you're into textures. Does that mean you like the
Yeah.
texture of it?
Yes.
What about the ones where you just have to let them dissolve on your tongue? Does that?
That's
It still
his
has the
favorite.
texture because you're feeling like like I said, the
It's
pop
like
rock.
Pop Rocks,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The grit, I should say.
The grit.
The true grit.
I like it. I like it.
Because generally I wouldn't eat candy like this. Is not my thing. If it wasn't chocolate. But these are really good
Well,
because
thank you.
Now he's having the watermelon. Finally.
That's good.
It's good, huh?
Wow. Watermelon and what?
Watermelon, taffy.
Taffy, yeah.
As soon as it broke down, it went away real fast.
The flavor?
No, the actual
Candy itself.
candy itself.
Like
yeah.
like cotton candy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, when that's constituted, it's stretchy.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yay.
I like it. Well, you got 3 new customers at least.
Fantastic.
Again, Chantel Sweet Treats. Make sure you check her out on TikTok. You can catch her on Facebook with the same handle as well. We're going to walk her out. We'll be right back, guys. All right, everybody, we're back. Man, I don't know about you. My hands are a little shaky from all the sugar, I think. I think I'm a little amped up right now.
I drink my coffee when I get here so I don't fall asleep. So I drank about half of it at least.
I don't think
But
you're
all
going to
this-
need any more.
Yeah, not today at least. I just hope I'll be able to go to sleep tonight.
Right? You're going to be up all night. Watch. Be all pissed off. So, last episode, I had opened my big mouth and said something about the fact that it had been 6 years since I have
Now I remember the conversation.
been in. And, man, I caught so much shit for that.
Dog.
Well, never mind.
What? No, you gotta say it now.
Well, he said that he's caught shit. Like, no, you haven't. You can't catch it without having
Well,
it.
but it's not like I didn't have the opportunity. I just didn't. It was just, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's because I'm a softie.
Probably that.
That's probably it. But when you said that, I was just like, inside, my mouth dropped to the floor. Dude, 6 years is a long time.
It is a long time. It is. Well, here, look. So, when I when I got divorced from their mom and I went up north, I was living in Hayward, and they were in Tehachapi. It was 6 hours away. So I didn't know how long I was going to live up there. I didn't want to get involved with anybody, like. So I let myself. I put on weight, and I don't know exactly how I put on all that weight because, dude, I was fucking moving furniture. Like, I mean, I was active, did all kinds of shit, but I put on weight. And then it didn't matter because, like, it was like, well, I don't want to end up like them doing something, or it'd be my weekend to go see them, and I can't because I'm with somebody else. And we all know somebody at my age was going to have a family, so I'm not going to tell my kids, hey, I can't go see you guys. I'm going to be with my new family.
So you
And
caught
then-
it too?
Yeah, I believe so.
What?
That it's our fault?
No, it's not. It's not your fault. That was just what.
Say
It was more like a
He caught it.
self-fulfilling
Self-imposed
prophecy.
limitation?
Well, you can do that. You can call it that too. But yeah, and I came down here, and I've never done really well here in this desert. Though. But you know what? I haven't really gone out and done anything. I
Well,
go to work and I come
that's
home.
most of it.
What do you mean? That's most of it. What's the rest of it?
The rest of it is, I don't know how far you want to get into it.
Go ahead, come with it.
What are you talking about? If I get involved with somebody with kids, I don't want to disappoint my own. Dog, we're talking about one night. What do you mean? Why is this
No,
somebody you got to boo up with?
Well, because I've been a whore before. I don't want to be a hoe no more. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. That shit doesn't. So, like, getting involved with somebody. Okay, so I was born. I'm blah 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 blah, and I have to give up all my. You know what I mean? Like all that effort into somebody. And I think part of it, really, honestly, truly, is that I don't want to get hurt again. How about that? I just
no. You see, again, you're taking the avenue of
right because I don't want to be home
long
Like, I
term.
don't
What do
wanna
you mean?
just- I don't
just-
want just a one night stand. I've had plenty of that shit. Like,
No, I'm gonna have to say no.
know what?
6 years versus. Okay, so you're telling me that amount of time sounds better than a one night stand?
Well, I think over the last 6 years, I've positioned myself to where I didn't allow myself the opportunity to have a one night stand, as
Yeah.
opposed to going out and maybe getting rejected. You know what I mean? Because, and especially like the game is fucking different now. Like
I
It's-
don't know,
it's-
but I
it-
can understand that.
it's all fucking online. I don't do good pictures. You know what I mean? I'm good in person. You look at me, okay. But in camera, you'd be like, no, let's swipe left. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just excuses.
I'm going to have to say yes. I think it is
Yeah.
because again, that amount of time versus a one night stand.
Yes, because a one night stand is meaningless.
No, the point of the one night stand is to get something out of your system.
Yeah, but you gotta-
I totally understand what you mean by I don't want to get involved with somebody, whether it be because of your kids, whether because you are afraid of getting hurt again. That I get. So don't look for that. But when you say that amount of time, it's like, ooh, pump the brakes. There are needs that have to be met.
okay.
You don't think? Well, I mean,
yes, there are, but yeah. I guess to me, like, because like over the last 6 years, I moved here, and I got a house, decent career. I've had nice stuff, and I've been focused on having a career and building my wealth and doing shit and trying to set my kids up for their wealth in the future. And I've always been, I don't want to be, if I'm feeling weak, I don't want to get with the wrong person and lose everything that I've worked for up to this point. Does that make sense?
it does
But
in
again, I'm looking at,
in regards to a relationship.
right.
We're just talking about getting something out of your system. Because had that been me, what was it, last weekend, the week before last? Or
Yeah.
week before last?
Yeah.
Had that been me, if I didn't have $200 on me, I'd have been calling everybody I know. Can I borrow $10? I don't even know if I'll ever be able to give it back to you, but I need to borrow $10 right now. If you can let me have more, let me know, because that'll be one less phone call I got to make. I'd have been on it.
That bad, huh?
That amount of time?
Really?
I would. Not only that, I'd have been opening a savings account so it could happen at least once a year. I'd put $15 a month in that mug.
Man, I ain't never paid for it. Why am I paying? Well, I guess, I mean,
Why?
we can have that conversation about having to pay for it, and you pay for it one way or the other, but
But the good thing,
it's transactional.
no, the good thing that you did say something is I'm hoping and praying that somebody will say, let's hook him up with somebody.
Well, it's funny you said that, because we got a couple emails from people that listened last week that said some shit. Hey, we'll come out. We'll go here. We'll go there. We'll find you somebody. We'll
See what I'm
we'll do
saying?
something. So maybe
Squeaky wheel gets the oil.
So Mingo's Madhouse at yahoo.com.
You accepting headshots?
Yeah, send in a little bit about you. You hear me. You see my pictures. You know what I'm about. Mingo's Madhouse at yahoo.com. Send a picture, a little bit about you, and we'll see.
Help a brother out.
Help a brother out. Hook a brother up.
And I have to give you some props for actually letting that out, being honest about it.
Yeah, that was a real mistake.
Oh.
like we were so comfortable talking. I just, oh yeah, it's been like 6 years, and I was like, why the fuck did you just say that?
And again, that's why I was just like, I can't bang on him because I think I'd have been hitting below the knees at that point in time.
Right. Well, I mean.
And a couple of people told me you should have banged on them because the both of them would have banged on you so hard. And I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Lopez duo would have just tag team on me. But I was like, no, I couldn't do it. Plus,
Yeah.
bang number 2 would have been the $200.
What do you mean?
How can you not scrape up $200? Come on, kid.
Well, I can scrape up $200, but I don't want to go pay $200 for no 4 minutes. And that's 4 minutes from like
That's
the parking
$50
lot,
a minute.
You know what I mean? It's been, how long you think I'm gonna last? It's been 6 years, fool.
Well, here's the thing: you paying for 4 hours. You don't think it could have just
Like hit it,
in
take
and
a
out.
nap.
Yeah. Hey, I got you for the 4. I need you to sit right there while I try to recoup. Do something, dance for me. I don't know.
Man. I don't know, dude. I would like I would always be concerned about the rope-a-dope. You come into a room and she there on the bed. As soon as you start, some dude come running out the fucking bathroom with a gun
Yeah,
and leave you there
But
with
yo,
your shoes on.
that's a chance that I'd be willing to take.
Fuck it. It was somebody else's $200. I don't care. Yeah, man. That was, look, if you're a listener and you heard that, at least you know that you are getting fucking raw truth. I don't fucking hide none, not whatever. It was 6 years, so what?
Yeah, there you go. So what?
You know what I'm saying?
But if it happens again, man, I'll
I ain't
happily
doing
cover
another
it.
6 years, bro.
Well, right now it's 6 years and 7 days. So you're already 7 days
Well,
late.
I guess it would be 6 years in October, if I'm being honest. 6 years in October?
How do you even know?
6 years in November. Because I bought the house in October of 2016.
This house,
This house.
okay? And you broke it in,
Yeah.
and you didn't pay,
No.
and you couldn't call that person back.
No.
Any reason why?
Yes.
Any reason why that you could actually tell us?
No.
Okay.
I'd rather just leave it at
Hey,
that.
well,
You know
no
what I'm saying?
problem. I won't press.
All right. But yeah, it ain't gonna be another 6 years.
Before that, how long had it been?
Probably about 8 months.
Okay. That 8 months prior,
Yeah.
and that last time, how did you do?
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
Did you perform adequately?
Oh, yeah. It was somebody that I was like, it was frequent with that person.
Which one? The last one or the?
Yeah, the last one. Or you mean the one from here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
it
that the
was
same
alright.
one?
What?
Is that
No.
the same? Okay.
No, the one prior, the one 8 months prior was up north.
Okay. So the last one, you did all right.
Yeah. It was the weight makes it hard to breathe. So
For her or for you?
probably a little bit of both. To be honest, unless I'm on my back, shit. So yeah, it was a little different because I had to put on a little bit of weight from when I left up there to here. Because the last 2 years I was up north, I didn't do a lot because I was out due to my injury on my arm. So I didn't do a lot. I was stuck at home. I was on painkillers most of the time. So I didn't really do a lot of physical shit. And that's where I put on a lot of the weight before I moved back down here. And then ever since then, like You know, I don't have. There's days where my arm fucking feels strong, and then there's days where I can barely hold a cup of coffee. So it all depends. Like I can't put all my weight on that arm.
And when you say arm, are you talking figuratively or literally?
No, on my right arm, like on my right arm, because it starts with my fingertip.
I just didn't know you were trying to call something else your arm.
No, my dick worked fine. Shit, I don't need no pills. This motherfucker still wake up before I do. We're good.
I mean, your sister
Whoa, hey.
can't hook you up.
Okay.
Oh, no, she don't. Well, she's been living back down here less time than I have.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and then my sister's job.
How long you been here again?
Huh?
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the job where she works at, these are people that make. She was working with, highfalutin executives, not so much little desert rat. You know what I mean?
Hey, sometimes they have needs that just got to be met too.
Right?
We're all human.
I was thinking about that because there was somebody, I can't remember who it was, and there's been a talk about this dude. There was a guy that was kind of like an old cholo, and he was dating a fucking doctor. Which is like, how the fuck did that happen? So yeah, I mean, it happens. You just got to be the right one at the right time, brother.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought I was going to mess around with one of the doctors that was checking my arm. Turns out she was just a friendly lesbian. I was catching the wrong signals. What you want me to do? Have you ever talked with the lesbian that was really cool and you're like, hey, like, and then come to find out she a lesbian, you're like, oh, shit. Caught that one all wrong. Goddamn. But these guys give me shit whenever, like, not lately, but when I go somewhere and there was a cute girl, like, just charming, just being cool, being friendly or whatever. Dad, stop.
Because it's not being charming, it's being cringy.
It's not cringy.
It is fucking.
What do I say that was
cringy as
cringy?
Shit. I don't remember because I now avoid going out with you because of it.
So, I mean, sometimes the girls would come over. Oh, do you want a box? Do you want a box for that? Like when you're done and you have some shit left on your plate? No, I'd rather wrestle for it. Right? That's a good one, right?
yeah, it is a good one.
See? Or like when they come to you in the beginning, do you want a super salad? I don't know, how big is it? Because they say it so fast, it sounds like a super salad. Right? You're just trying to break the ice, right? Just trying to slow down. You know what I mean? Hey, do you want a super salad? Well, shit, how big is it? What? Oh,
at Manuel's party last year, you saw your dad at work.
Yeah.
That was not at work.
Why I was the only one that was in that whole gaggle of people that was dancing with a chick?
Yeah. He put in the work.
There was other girls that were dancing.
Didn't she
with...
tell you she was attached right before you did it?
No.
You
not
said
until,
something
not
about
until
that.
after when I went out there. I was talking to her. She said that she was married.
He still shot his shot.
Because she came by.
And he laid a brick.
So she came by and went to.
Actually,
I
he
tried.
did. Actually, he did. He got her out there to dance.
Right? Twice.
Yeah, but it ain't going nowhere.
It was going. It could have gone somewhere. A ring don't mean stop. It means proceed with caution.
No, it means fucking stop. You're a horrible person.
Say what you want. When you've lived life, you'll understand. But yeah, she walked by on her way back and said, "Hey, man," I said, "Hey, what's your name?" She told me your name. Hey, my name's Mingo. Hey, man, all these dudes out here, they're all dancing with other dudes. I want to dance with a girl. You want to dance? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a dance.
You know what I mean? And then everything else comes when you're out there talking and bullshitting.
Yeah, like the fact that she's got a husband.
Wow, you're just so salty. At least I found out she had a husband. You was just standing there all night.
Yeah, I'm not fucking putting no moves on nobody at that party.
Why not?
I don't give two fucks.
That's exactly the point. We was in Phoenix. Nobody was going to know. You were never going to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have mattered.
And that doesn't mean shit to me.
So what's your best pickup line, Sebastian?
I don't care. We're not doing this.
Why?
Because no.
You sit there and you talk shit about what I done. What's your move? What's the signature move? If anybody ever said,
There is no
you pulled a
signature
Sebastian.
move. There's no move.
You need to have one. That's the
No,
problem.
I don't.
Yeah.
You need to have one in the chamber
Nope.
ready to come out at any point in time.
Nope. I
Ah,
don't think like that.
What was that?
I don't think like that.
How do you think?
Not with my fucking dick.
Oh, that's obvious, but
Yeah.
I mean, what? So
do you just date? Do you want to get married one day?
Maybe.
Do you think that's just going to happen? Just
No.
okay. So how do you think
I
it
don't think it
starts?
will in general.
How do you?
You laugh. I'm being dead serious.
So wait a minute, but you said so you're not interested in a one night stand at all. You want if you were going to approach somebody,
The apple don't fall far from the tree.
It don't what?
Fall far from the tree.
That fucking sugar got you fucked up. You drunk? So you don't talk to anybody unless you think it's going to be a relationship.
Even then.
And where do you think he gets that from?
Man,
What were you just? We were just saying 10 minutes
he
ago.
in his 20s, man. He should have been figuring out digging chicks and talking to chicks.
But
like at
he's
13.
getting his cue from you.
No,
Dog,
I've
both
been-
of you
I've
wearing
been-
a red shirt.
I've been
Both of you wearing a red shirt. How do you?
Because the Sideshow is supposed to wear red shirts, because that's what our shirts are.
I got red in my hat.
Sorry, man. You let me know where to go on that one. I had to come with something. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what your scope of a relationship is. Like, are you interested in having a relationship?
Yeah. Not at the moment.
Okay,
I'm not worried about
let me give
that.
you a perfect scenario.
I don't want your scenario.
You're
I'm not
at
even gonna lie to you right now, Tony. I don't
Talking
want your
Dead.
scenario.
Your dad gets you more tickets to Talking Dead.
The more you talk, the more
That means-
uninterested I'm becoming.
That means
you have to say.
everybody there is interested in what you're interested in.
Cool.
And you see somebody that catches your eye.
Mhm.
And she actually looks back at you too.
Okay, I'm slowly not believing this anymore.
Why not? She knows
Keep going.
you're into the same thing she's into. That's the whole point. You got something in common. Do you approach her in any way?
No.
He doesn't have the confidence.
You
That's what he's telling you. He said that.
Did you not hear it in what I just said to you?
No.
when he said, "Oh, that That's never
I
happened.
don't believe you. When you said that she looked over at you. Yeah, like, yeah, no, I don't believe you anymore.
Both of you need to keep $200 in your wallet.
What makes you think I want to pay for it?
Because
You
that's
know
what.
at your age, I'd be more willing to pay for it than at my age.
Why is that? At his age, he should be able to swoop in and clean up.
Yes, but at his age, I would think it was more. I don't care where it's coming. Let's go get it. Let's go to the
That's
whorehouse.
true.
Let's go.
Okay, I give you that, but at that age, you should have the confidence. I'm not saying you don't,
I don't.
but you should have the confidence to say, let's go try first before the last resort.
I'll go a step even further than that. I wouldn't say that he should have the desire to make the mistakes, to fumble his way through that.
Not the
Well,
desire.
whose fault is that?
I don't know whose fault.
I agree with you 100%.
You're saying it's my fault that you don't have that desire?
No, that
Make mistakes? Yes.
Why?
You and my mom. All the
The-
sheltering.
Oh, your whole life I've pushed you. And I've tried to push you to go do things and talk and meet people and do all that.
No, and to what I think you should have said was, or the proper thing to say is, not that he should have the desire to make a mistake. He should have the no shits given if he strikes out, because there's always another one around the corner.
Right. And like,
I take it a step further. I have the no shits given of even going up to bat.
You gotta want to go up to bat, kids. That's half the fun.
That's not fun for me.
but that's how you learn. And it really is a numbers game, because we would go out and we'd leave the house with a pen and a piece of paper or torn pieces of paper so that we can go up and talk to a girl and come home with as many phone numbers as we could.
I have a quick question. When was that? Give me a decade.
Okay, so now you have a phone. You just go, hey, we'll put your number in here. Oh, here, hey, what's your number? What's
yeah,
your
but you walk
Instagram?
up to the wrong one, you get fucking
right. That's
thrown
why,
out.
That's why
That's
it's a numbers
not
game.
fun.
What do you mean by thrown out though?
Because like you look like a piece of shit if you do that to the wrong girl.
How? If you're asking for her number?
Well, you don't just walk up to her and say, "Hey, my name's Sebastian. What's your number?"
Well, yeah, I get that.
So it becomes a part of the conversation.
See, but here's the thing: when I used to be in a club, okay, Cecil's on Sunrise, Zelda's, Pompeii. Go up, try to throw your game at a girl. You strike out. That girl's still gonna be in that club. You still gotta see her every once in a while you're making your rounds. But you deal with it. Hey, I struck out with that one. Let me go try another one. It might be a little embarrassing if you struck out really bad and your boys are sitting there laughing at you. But you're still trying to hook something up with somebody.
Because everybody in that club has the same fear that you do. Every man that's ever had to walk up to a girl has the same fear of being embarrassed that you do. I remember you being embarrassed as a kid, like if you fell in front of people and somebody laughed, that fucking horrified you.
Every kid has that.
But he's held on to it, like he doesn't get past that. He doesn't like that. That's why he doesn't like talking about the situation. That's why if we turn stuff around, he gets angry and kind of shuts down because he doesn't like being the butt of the joke. He doesn't like being made fun of because that also attacks your confidence, right? But you have to understand that part of being able to and growing your confidence is being able to go and do that. You have the natural gift of gab. You have the natural ability to make people laugh. You have the ability to take people out of their comfort zone and into yours. What you have to do with that is figure out how to use that to your advantage, and you haven't done that yet. Because, like Tony's talking about, the word, oh my God. I remember being at fucking middle school dances or a high school dance, and you're standing around with 3 or 4 of your boys, and there's this one girl at school that you're always fucking at the lunch table, and you're trying to figure out where she's at, or you're trying to look at her wherever she's at. All of a sudden, you're at this fucking dance with her, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And your boys will gas you up. Fuck yeah, dude, go do it. You got it. And they're all fucking standing there watching you walk across the gym to go talk to that one chick. And watch you walk the fuck back when she shuts you down. But that's a natural part of that process. That's a natural part of that ability to be able to go, and then when you come back and you get into that group, fuck that bitch. Right? How many times in your life did you ever say that when you went, oh, fuck that broad?
How many times you say she's a lesbian?
Yo, yeah, right? But those are all a part of that, of the growing pains of being a man, because and call it toxic masculinity, and I'll say it like this: I've never had a woman approach me other than 2 prostitutes, so I understand. But this is where it falls back on the hardship of being a man, because you're the one that has to go across. You're the one that has to put yourself out there, or else that'll never happen.
And here's the thing: I think I said this last week. There's a bolt for every nut, meaning somebody's out there for you. You just got to find her. Now, when I gave you the perfect scenario, you're at Talking Dead and you eyeball somebody and somebody eyeballs you. Both you there, you both are into the same things. Obviously, Walking Dead, she's there because she likes that show. And that's you've already got half of the conversation handled for you, because what's your favorite episode? Who's your favorite character?
Right.
So, I mean, that's like a layup right there.
That's low-hanging fruit. The thing is that when he said that she looks at you, and it's not like she's going to look at you and oogle, but she's gonna look at you and maybe smile. She sees you and turns around. Now it might be a smile because she was looking at somebody or something around you, but
That would check out.
But she smiled because she noticed you. She didn't smile at what she was looking at around you. She smiled because while she was looking, she noticed that you were looking at her and she smiled. That's what you'll never know what those are unless you take those chances. Because if that happened and you saw that, oh, hey Dad, I think she was smiling at me. Cool, we'll talk to her. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on? My name is Sebastian. Have you ever been to this thing before? What's it like? You didn't even got to fucking tell them you've been there before. You can make up like in Vegas or anywhere you go, you can make up your whole fucking world. Hey, I live in Palm Springs. I got my own place. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I live with my fucking dad in Palm Springs. He's a dick, but, I stay there.
At Manu's party, you could have been like, you could have walked up to somebody and just said, hey, whose party is this anyways? I was just walking down the street and I walked in. They'd have been like, really? Yeah.
It's just, it's a chance to be whoever you want in that moment. And whatever you think, and because I've watched you, like when people shift, you could tell by the look on their face, you could tell by if they're into you or not, whether it's into what you're saying or whatever the situation is. They lean forward, all those signals, right? Because we've talked about them. Those are all the kind of different things that you have a great value of perception that other people don't, so you're ahead of the game. But you're far behind because you won't take the chance. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And is it just the being
Say it rejected.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Being rejected. That's what keeps you from taking it, but you're rejected 100% of the times if you don't take that shot.
No, and I think that's why I don't.
But
there's no rejection if you don't ask the question.
But when you say a fear of being rejected, I mean, it might sting for about 10 minutes, but other than that, you go home and that's it.
Oh, my ego's pretty massive.
But okay, so let me ask you this: if you haven't taken the opportunity and you haven't made yourself available, how do you have an ego structure that would keep you from trying?
Because I did try. I tried in high school. I did all the shit that you told me about, that you were just talking to me about, and it wasn't working.
Well, that's a small fucking town. This town's got a whole plethora of...
There's an answer for everything, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was talking to this one chick one time. We were living up north, and we were at this party. I don't know if you remember Steve. He was the Diaz realtor. Remember him? So this dude sold houses in the fucking Bay. Dude, him and his old lady made really good money, right? And they would throw a party every year. And I was kind of like, I was the dude that he warned everybody about before I got to the party. Hey, this guy's coming. He's just fucking funny. Like, he's not trying to be offensive, whatever, whatnot. So I went, and sure enough, like the dude, like he would hang out. Like he wouldn't, like he'd go say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go say hi to these people. And then he'd come hang out with me. And I don't know if it's because he wanted to hang out with me or if he was just making sure that I didn't fucking piss anybody off at his party, right? But we was cool. This chick walked in, bro. She was so fucking hot, bro. So hot. At the end of the night, I sat down with her in the living room, and we talked for a good 45 minutes. And my fucking game was on point that night. Like fucking bam, I was fighting, and I was drunk. And I'd say something, she'd ask me a question, and bam, I'd have an answer right there. Bam again. She was like, you're one of those guys. So what does that mean? You're one of those guys that has an answer for everything. I said, well, would you rather have somebody that can answer questions for you and let you know how things work, or somebody that's lost on every bit of life? I'm here to help you out and guide you through life, baby. Listen, you know what I mean? What are we wasting time for? Right? Now, she had a man. But it was fun to sit and fucking rap with her, and to know that I had the skill and I had the game to be able to sit there and get in her head the way I did before the end of the night. You have that ability, but you need to build it. You need to understand and grow that ability within yourself. You have to stop worrying about what other people think, because they're all going through the same shit.
I remember when I was parking cars, I had one of my fellow coworkers. We got along really well, and he told me like he had a cousin, or maybe it was a friend my age, a little older. No, she was older than me. This is like 11th grade. And he's like, oh, you guys, she's cool, you're cool, you guys should hang out, take her around, show her stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, here's my number, here's my address, whatever. So like within a week, my mom comes knocking on my door in my bedroom. She's like, hey, there's a girl outside asking for you. She goes, I don't like her. I was like, well, why? I said, I don't even know who it is. And she goes, because she's smoking. And I was like, I don't know. So I walk out there, and it turns out she's the person that he was talking about. So we met, we chopped it up a little bit. She wasn't in school, so yeah, she was older. I remember she took me out to lunch a couple times during school.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, she come pick me up. Hey, I'm on top of the world.
That was a cap in your feather, right?
Yeah,
Or a feather
exactly.
in your cap.
So one weekend, we go to the Club Metro. So we go inside, we're dancing the whole nine, and we were sitting down in a booth, and I went in for it, right? And she pushes me back, and she's like, "Oh, I just want to be friends." I'm not
the worst.
I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it." So I was pissed, and my ego was shattered. We hanging out like this, and you just want to be a friend? I'm like, okay, no problem. After that night, she would call, I wouldn't answer. She finally got a hold of me. She's like, hey, I've been calling you. What's going on? I was like, yo, I got enough friends, and that was it.
And sometimes you just got to be able to say that.
Yeah,
shit.
I was like, hey,
Well, I'm
I
not
don't need
looking
another friend.
Yeah, I got
I'm
plenty
good.
of friends.
I can go to lunch with my homeboys.
So those are the two worst right there, right? I just want to be friends. And really, no, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Those are the two worst lines you can ever fucking get.
Well, it's I don't see you that way.
Oh.
I don't think of you that way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I look at you like you're my brother.
Yeah. Well, there's a word for that, or a saying. You're in the friend zone.
Yep.
And okay, there's nothing wrong with being in the friend zone, as long as A, you want to be in the friend zone, and B, the other person wants to be in the friend zone as well. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But
it has to be a mutual agreement.
yeah, you don't have to be in the friend zone. You be like, yo, just like I said, I have enough friends.
Right.
I don't need to. I'm wasting my time with you.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with my other friends. You know what I mean? Has there been anybody since you've lived here that you were interested in like that you couldn't get anywhere with, or that you tried?
Not really tried.
So I know that there was a girl that seemed like she was interested in you, but there was just too many antics, right? You weren't.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
Hold on, time out. She seemed like she was interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is back to the
Well,
you don't have to necessarily look for a relationship. Why? I mean, it's a numbers game. It's a body count.
well, the person I'm talking about, we can't get too into because, it's a small neighborhood.
Right.
And yeah, it just wasn't the right one. I'm gonna back him up on that one. because I think I told him, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Just as a dad, it's like, hey, probably not that one.
Yeah, son, 6 years really ain't that long.
Yeah, I mean, you made it this long. A couple more days ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? But I mean, I've pushed him to talk to other girls, and he just won't. But I don't think, like, even up there where he was at in
When you say up there is a small town,
Tehachapi,
okay, it's like what in comparison to out here?
Desert Hot Springs.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And it's probably
Damn.
And it's probably about the same size.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But how far away is Tehachapi to another major?
About an hour.
Damn!
And it's even Palmdale's an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oof.
Hour and a half, right?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half to Palmdale and an hour to Bakersfield.
And that's where your ex is from?
That's not where she's from, but that's where she moved with her new husband.
Because why?
Because he works at the base there in Mojave. And that's an hour away from Mojave. So the city that she's from, it's Tulare, which is between Bakersfield and Fresno, about halfway between the two. Also about the size of, probably smaller than Desert Hot Springs, but it's very farmy. I mean, there's fucking cow farms above and below. Is the sugar leaving your body right now?
No.
Oh. There's cow farms above and below and farming all through that area. And so it wouldn't have been much better there either. But, I think that when when me and his mom separated, I wasn't there to, hey, are you going to the dances? What are you doing? Like, hey, let's go get you ready. Let's get you blah, blah, blah. There was a lot of that fathering stuff that I couldn't do from, 6 hours away or whatever. And, they were always young. So being on the phone all the time. And then when I'd call, it was, hey, you got to talk to your son because, well, hey, your son did this, or hey, dude, why can't I just call and fucking talk to my boys?
Right.
So, he missed out on a lot of that. I missed out on a lot of that. So, that guidance through those years where he probably would have gained his confidence, is gone. So now it's even probably harder for him to step outside of his comfort zone to go do that. But, I've always said fear is okay, and having a healthy fear of shit is okay. Don't let the fear debilitate you. Don't let it keep you from trying things. And this is one of those things that you're going to have to, sooner or later, you're going to have to grab your nuts and just give it a shot and put all your pride aside and start talking, because if not, you're not gonna get yourself out there to meet people, and you're gonna miss opportunities in life because you're not confident enough to step out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Tony, make sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think we're overthinking it.
okay.
Just walk up to a chick, hey, I'm Seabass, how you doing?
No.
That's the easiest thing in the world.
Easier said than done, maybe.
Actually, it is easy. Just, you're out somewhere, somebody walks by you, hey, how you doing? I'm Seabass. And just let her keep walking. Do that 20 times. And then you're gonna build the confidence, because that's all you're saying. Hey, I'm Seabass. How you doing? You look good tonight. And that's it. Don't even look at her anymore. Then you do that 20 times. The next 20, add a little bit to it. That's all.
Because what if they're...
I love that question. What if?
What
Let's
if,
go.
what if in those 20 times a girl that's had the same fear that you've had walks by? You say, hey, how you doing? My name's Seabass. You look nice tonight. Oh my God, really?
Yeah, let me buy you a drink.
Like nobody's ever said anything like that.
My second dad, T-Bone, gave me $50 to put in my wallet.
And immediately there goes the rest of the chance.
And let me tell you about this story.
Right?
Boom.
Oh my God, my Uncle T-Bone picked up this dude one time in front of a fucking
You see
hospital.
what I'm saying?
This shit writes itself.
But no, he's got a point. Within those 20 times, there might be one of them might say, how you doing? I'm Cheryl. Nice to meet you, sir.
Where the
I'm
fuck am I
Cheryl
at that
no
her
more?
name's Cheryl?
I don't fucking know what white people's... Because I know both of you looking for white girls. I don't know what white girls' names are.
I'm hurt.
Sarah? Should I have said Sarah?
Anybody named Cheryl no more? He's not dating a 50-year-old?
What's a white name? Brittany?
Why it gotta be white?
Leslie?
Why? Come on.
What's another white
You
name?
clearly don't know me very well then.
No, I
Mr.
think I do.
Second dad.
I think I do.
You don't know a goddamn thing.
You like Mexican girls?
Mad dark ones?
Not mad dark,
Okay. Your skin
but
tone?
not mad light either.
Your dad's complexion?
Darker than him.
Mine?
No, like
No,
Whoa.
that's too far.
All right. So, dude,
Okay,
Are we
Maria.
done- Are we done badgering my psychology now?
Maria? What's up? What's your name? Maria? How you doing, Maria? I'm
dude,
Seabass.
you know what?
That's an
As,
ugly
as a matter of fact, you know what?
Esperanza?
If you're
Where the fuck am I going?
on the border right there, just
We're
saying
gonna-
hi as they're coming
We're going
in.
to take you to a bar in Mecca.
No.
Dog, you got to start somewhere. You ain't never going to see him again.
Mecca's too close.
Who, him or the chicks? As a matter of fact, if you do go and it's Mexican, you can call all of them Maria. What? At least 8 out of the 10 will be named Maria. Because it's usually
Hey.
Maria, whatever.
Senorita.
No.
What's wrong with Senorita?
I especially gotta say it that white.
Yeah, if you're going to say that, you got to say it that way.
Yeah, kid, because she's pulling in a white boy.
And if you're with a friend, ustedes dos, nosotros, no, wait. Or
It was
two of
three of
your
us.
friends, yeah. So ustedes tres, nosotros tres, pues.
That's how exactly I used to butcher that too.
You so fucking up,
But that was the point, kid.
right? Yeah, because
You
they either
ustedes
laughed or
tres,
they were like, what are you trying to
nosotros
say?
tres. Pues,
It's fucking hilarious. What movie did you see that shit on?
I made that shit up myself. You crazy. That was a pickup line, kid. And you know what? Team player. I was doing that for the three of us. Straight up. Manny remembers.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious. So yeah, just fucking next time you're walking anywhere, just hey, how you doing?
Yeah, because I walk places.
You know how they say, like when you want to start exercising,
No,
they
I
say
don't.
just take a walk down the block and come back, and that's it. That's how you start. You gotta start somewhere. Baby steps. Like I said, man. Hey, how you doing tonight? I'm Seabass. And just don't even look at them anymore. That's it. How you doing? I'm Seabass.
Look, I'm gonna do this. I know you're gonna get pissed off, but
Uh-oh.
What
Ming-
the fuck
Ming-
are you gonna do?
mingosmadhouse at yahoo.com.
Yeah, people still use email.
mingosmadhouse at yahoo.com or on our Instagram at Madhouse Sideshow. If you're in your early 20s
He's taking headshots too?
and you're interested in getting to know Sebastian, send
Yeah,
in your...
because after this conversation, someone's fucking wet.
Dog.
So you never know.
Never know.
They ain't
That's
got to
the
be
whole
wet.
point.
They don't have to be wet as long if they're humid. Humid's good for you at this point. Take humid.
There could be somebody playing video games listening to this, and she might just put that remote down, get on her whatever she uses, her phone or laptop, and send you the headshot. You never know. What's your favorite video game?
Call of Duty,
Call of Duty,
Modern Warfare,
Red Bone Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption,
Wow.
Red Bone.
It's the 18 plus version.
That's the last porno you saw.
Yeah.
So if you're in your early 20s, you'd like to meet Sebastian.
You know what? If you would like to have a conversation during Talking Dead, hit up Seabass, and the two of you could discuss the episode that just aired.
How about we do this? We'll do this for both of us, for me and Sebastian. Okay. If people call in and you decide, oh, this girl's cute, yeah, I want to meet her. We'll invite her to be on the show.
God, no.
And if I
Oh,
decide
yeah, that's horrible.
that's horrible, why?
Yeah. Because she ain't trying to do all that.
All right.
Yeah, that was a bad one. You know what I honestly thought you were going to say?
You do a double date?
If he saw somebody that he liked and she sent in a headshot and all that, ask her if she's got a single mama. I thought exactly that's what you was going to say.
Well, ustedes dos. But send in your information. You could send a message that'll go directly to him. I'll make sure he gets it, and we'll see what happens with it. How about that? Does that work for you? So pictures, what you like, what you don't like, and let's see what we can make happen.
There you go.
I like this show. It turned out all right. And I'll tell you what. If somebody sends me their shit and I end up going out with somebody, we'll take videos. We'll record some of the date, play it out. Maybe we'll invite her in.
No.
The date for me, not
This
you.
is a horrible idea.
Not you, for me.
Even then.
Yeah.
No. You got to let us know where you're going and what time so we could be like at a table away from you. And then like one point during the night, we could be like, Mingo from the Sideshow podcast? Oh, I'm a
It
listener.
can't be us.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
we're going
It'd
to
have to be somebody in the group.
gas
chat.
you up, kid.
People will know. Will know it's you.
I'll send somebody else.
All right.
See what I'm
I'm
saying?
down. I don't care.
Play
what
the
you
game,
do.
homie. Gas you up.
So, Tony, I don't know if you know this. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with Snapchat at all? You know what it is, right?
It's a video message or something you put on video that will erase after X amount of time.
Yeah, or you could take pictures and they erase.
Okay.
After a certain amount of time. Well, Snapchat is known for their filters. So that's how all these girls go on there and look fucking gorgeous. And then you see the ones that sometimes the ones where they'll have like the cat face or they'll have fucking rabbit ears and all that silly shit, right? Dude, do you know that you have your own fucking filter on Snapchat? There's a look like Pacheco filter on
Get
that
the
shit.
fuck out of here.
I'm gonna show you a picture of me that went through that filter. I'm gonna show it to Sebastian first to get his reaction, and then I'm gonna show it to you. This is me looking like Pacheco.
That's pretty hilarious.
That's fucking hilarious, right?
That's pretty good.
Because I forgot I did it, and I was looking through my
What you
pictures
mean you
this morning.
forgot
I
you
was
did
like,
it?
huh?
That's an old picture. That's when he used to live up north.
I looked at, no, this is here. Oh, no, maybe not. No, this is here because these are those glasses. But that's fucking hilarious, right? So, Tony, this is me looking like you with a Snapchat
I'm going to
filter.
tell you, before you show it to me, if this is some fucked up
You're
shit.
gonna get butthurt.
And you know what's funny?
Just show him the picture.
Let me show you the picture first. Yeah, he sees
That
it.
don't look like me.
Tony.
Take that hat off for me real quick. Oh yeah, that's it.
No.
Well, I'm a little fatter. That's a fat Tony. But that's Tony.
No, it ain't. You're tripping.
Dude. I noticed it on a picture that you had. That's you. That's you right now today. You look just like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So,
That's some bullshit.
I'll post that so you guys can check it out too. It's Madhouse Sideshow on Instagram. Make sure you guys go on there. Again, we'll put on Chantel's Sweet Treats and all that stuff there for you as well. There was something else I was going to tell you about that stupid.
I got a
photo.
funny story.
What's up?
A couple last week, the day after we recorded, I got a package from Amazon. My old lady says a package came in for you.
Okay.
So I just opened it, and there was an actual product inside. So I won't mention the product yet, So she's like,
Buzz.
who sent you that? And I said, well, it's got to be Mingo. And she goes, you think? I said, well, yeah, because we spoke about it. And she's like, I don't know. I think it was Manuel. And I'm like, why would you think it was Manuel? And she says, because Mingo just wouldn't send you something like that. And Manuel would.
Nice?
Well, I'll get to that.
Must have been something nice.
So then I look at the actual packaging, and it says T-bone. So it's like, yeah, I think this is Manuel. So I texted him the next day, and I asked him if it was from him. He said, yeah, he heard the episode, and he really thinks that I'm what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word he says? Like, I'm not progressing forward with technology and all that kind of stuff. I'm stuck in, the old ways of doing things.
Right.
And he said that he hoped that this gift would at least put me on the road to making my life easier.
All right.
It was a letter opener, kid. And the best part, it had a Batman
Handle
on it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, let me show it to you real fast. You can put it
Yeah,
up
your
on
wife
there.
was right. I wouldn't have sent you some shit like that. Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
Okay.
And you know what?
You used it, huh?
I use it and it works, kid. Them envelopes, I don't got no more paper cuts.
Slice right open.
It's sliced right open, kid.
Cut where they're supposed to be cut every fucking time. Shit. Hold on. Trying to think what I could talk about. The man, he can send me something. No, it's good looking out. Well, he sent me the knives, the plastic knives for the butter. You'll have to go way back in the catalog to figure out what that's all about.
So, my daughter, a couple of nights ago, had her first. Shoot, I knew how I was going to word it too. Her first taste of the real world, let's put it that way,
Uh-oh.
in her apartment. So she tells me that she was watching TV one evening,
Right?
and she was, it's almost time to go to bed. And so she's watching TV, and she's like, I saw something move underneath my entertainment center where the TV's sitting on.
Right?
TV console, I should call it. And she's like, she's talking to herself. Did I see something move under there? But then nothing happened with it. So she's like, mine's playing
just saw
tricks on me.
something.
Yeah. So then she said a couple minutes later, it was a big old roach
Ooh.
that ran from her TV console to her kitchen. And she said she started screaming. She's surprised. She wanted to call 911. Dog, my wife, they don't play that.
Right.
No, it's not happening. So she says she runs into the kitchen. She grabs a fly swatter because that's all she had
Right.
And she got it, right? She said she hit it. Boom, it got on its back with the legs sticking up.
The leg still.
No, she says it was dead.
Okay.
So now she's got the problem of having to pick it up and get it disposed of in the toilet. So she grabbed a bunch of paper towels, so as much between them as possible. So she goes to grab it with the paper towels, dude. It woke up and took off running again.
Oh shit. That's
So
why you don't throw them in the fucking toilet, because if you're sitting down, that motherfucker gonna come back up while you sitting on the toilet. Gotta make sure you killed it.
What she should have done was immediately got a shoe
Right.
and heard that pop when she hits it. I love that crack. So she grabbed the fly swatter again, and she said like he wasn't running like he normally did. He was like chueco. So she hit him with the fly swatter like 3 or 4 times, she said, to make sure he wasn't going nowhere. Then she got a can of Raid and hit that motherfucker like for half the can.
God.
She almost gassed herself out of the apartment. Just to make sure it was dead.
I hate those fucking things, bro. I fucking hate them. And the neighbors next door have a bunch of trees in their backyard. And they used to have like small palm trees.
Uh-huh.
And you know, those fucking big beetles love those palm trees. And they would come in to my house through underneath the kitchen sink because where the clean out to the backyard was there and it wasn't completely sealed. So they would come in and you would like big enough where you could stand on the motherfucker, right?
Damn.
Like they were like big, bro. And I fucking hate cockroaches. I tell you why, right? We were at my grandma's house and she was having a yard sale. I must have been about 12. And she was like, go give me that box that's in the back. So I went and I grabbed the box. And as soon as I grabbed the box, I felt something start going up my arm. Oh shit, there's a spider. There's a spider on me. Don't be scared. She's yelling at me in Spanish. Don't be scared. Come on, bring it out here. It's not going to do anything to you. Comes out there. It's a cuca. And she had a fucking broom and she's hitting me with the fucking broom trying to get the cockroach. Well, it ran up my arm and under my sleeve. And I fucking dropped the box. I pulled my shirt off and I threw it on the ground. And she's still swinging at me. It's in the shirt. Oh, I had to go fucking take a shower right after. Shit was fucking nasty, bro.
I remember one time in high school, in the middle of the night, I felt something crawling on me. And like I grabbed it off my chest in a fist and just threw it. And I just went back to sleep. And I just remember waking up in the morning and it was a big old roach that I had crushed in my hand.
Ugh.
And he was on the carpet, dead.
That was the one thing that I didn't like about going to Christina Rosen's house. Because they had those big fucking palm trees. And they had those big beetles. You could see you going up to her front door and they're fucking all running around the fucking grass. And those bitches, this was like before I knew they could fucking fly. And they don't fly, like they fucking get off the ground and they glide, right? And fuck that, bro. I hate those fucking things. Oh.
You know what I used to hate growing up? And I haven't seen one in ages. The stink bugs.
Oh yeah.
Dog.
I haven't seen those in.
That's another one where you would hit it with a shoe and it would crack.
Oh yeah.
But then that smell.
Mm-hmm. And you know it as soon as you hit it.
You know exactly what that is.
And then the other ones that were really bad were vinegaroons. Remember those? They were like they look like, I guess they're camel spiders. They're about like that.
Oh
big,
yeah. Are they the tan
ass.
ones?
Huh?
Are they tan?
Yeah, they're like a tan color. And I guess if they bite you, you taste vinegar.
Really?
For about 3 days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or some call them sun spiders, but I've always known them as vinegaroons. And those motherfuckers are fast, dude. They don't fuck around. I remember one time we were going to town, and my mom, she was white. She chanclas all the fucking time. That's all she ever fucking wore. Her heels were all fucking dry and white and crispy on the back because that's all she ever wore, right? It was chanclas. And I remember we had gone to the grocery store, and when she came back, she didn't even realize she had stepped on it. She stepped on a fucking
Scorpion.
Scorpion. It's been about that long, dude. She stepped on it with her fucking chancla. And didn't even know.
Was it stuck on the bottom of it?
No, it was on the ground where we got back where she had smashed it. Like, God damn, Mom. You can start wearing some real shoes, shit. But yeah, they used to yell at us all. We couldn't go outside without shoes on because of that shit.
My neighbor, his pool motor went out. And he asked me to take a look at it. And this happened like on a Sunday, a couple of Sundays ago. So I wasn't about to go out there. It was mid-afternoon. I was like, it's too hot. I ain't even going to check it now. So I went to check it before I went to work the next Monday morning. So it was like 5 in the morning. So I go in his backyard. And I walked to it. The sun's barely coming out. Maybe it was 5:30, almost 6.
Right.
So I can kind of see what I'm doing, you know. And all of a sudden, I see something dart away from the heater. And it was a mouse. So I was like, God damn it. And then all of a sudden, in another area, I saw another one dart, and it was a different one because the areas were totally different.
Right.
And I was like, man, this guy got mice. I live right next door to him. Man, I was like pissed, kid.
So what'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
You didn't fix his pump or nothing?
Oh, yeah, I got to work on that still.
How long
But
ago?
well, actually, I got it going,
Oh, okay.
but I just found out it went out again. So,
Oh, wow.
but I'm gonna have to go there midday, even if it's hot, because I ain't not messing with no mice.
Yeah, I don't fuck with mice either. Fuck. I don't like small animals like that, like lizards, fucking roaches. Although lizards eat roaches, so you know what I mean. You got to choose which one you're cool with. Like, fuck that. You were not a growing up. Were you an animal person? Like, did you guys have cats and dogs growing up?
Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, never had cats though.
No, I'm allergic.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
is my mom.
So
Plus, I don't like cats, even if I wasn't.
yeah,
They're
I
whack.
never have either. They like to come back with like surprises or gifts for
Right,
their owners.
yeah.
We were at, my mom called me one day laughing her fucking ass off because my sister's cat had caught a lizard, and my sister had opened the door because he had the lizard in his mouth, and she was trying to hold the cat back with her foot, and the motherfucker got in and let the lizard go in the house, and it wasn't dead, and now she's screaming trying to figure out, and the cat's fucking around with the lizard, and she finally killed it. Now she's got a bloody lizard in the living room, and my mom's fucking dying laughing.
When I started dating my wife, she had a cat.
Oh.
Cuddles, R.I.P. Cuddles.
Did you kill it?
No, but again, it was one of those things that, she babied that cat,
Ugh.
took pictures and shit with it. And like, I hate cats.
All right.
Can't stand them. Because they don't listen. They do what they want.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
If you don't pay attention to them, yeah. What happened to it?
It would have had to have passed away. I don't remember exactly, but
And you had nothing to do with it?
nah. Shit, I was barely allowed in her house at that time.
We, when me and their mom first got together, she had a cat. I was like, yeah, I can't. I said, I'm going back to my apartment. I said, I can't. I'm allergic to cats. It's me or the cat. So she put the cat out that night, and we found it on the gate frozen the next morning because it had rained. And
How cold did it get?
well, it snows in Bakersfield sometimes.
Damn.
Like it gets like the ground will be frozen.
And she didn't
It's
blame
icy.
me for that?
She what?
She didn't blame you for that?
I'm sure she did, but the benefits were better than the opposite at the time.
When I was little, we used to have parakeets in New York.
Okay.
And we had one that was like trained. He was cool. Like we had the bird cage, and the door has a spring on the bottom, and when you open it, you pull it towards you.
Right.
So he would actually open it and just hang, like stand on it, like so his weight
Just keeping it
like
open.
will bounce. He would bounce on it.
Oh, that's
so he
funny.
was smart. His name was Robin, actually. Now that I remember. So I remember one Saturday morning I was watching cartoons, and I wanted Robin to chill with me. So I wrapped him up in a towel because it was like wintertime, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't make it. After the show was over, I was looking at him. He's gone. I was like, oh,
You fucking
man.
killed Robin?
I killed Robin.
What, did you cover his face, or was it just too hot for him?
No, yeah, again, his face was exposed, but his whole body was wrapped up.
Oh, you had him tight. It
Yeah.
wasn't just loose. Fucking Tony. And you've had animals up at your mom's, right?
Yeah.
What'd you guys have?
When I had moved out, there was 4 dogs,
God damn.
a cat, and I think that was it. But then Grandma had the 2 birds.
Yeah.
Your sisters always had cats.
Fucking hated that.
Yeah, I did too.
Dude, so when I lived up north with my sister, I've always wanted. I like the idea of having a dog.
Shit.
I like the idea of it. I don't know. I never knew what the work was involved with it. I didn't, you know what I mean? But I always wanted a dog. And if I was going to have a dog, I wanted a bulldog. Love English bulldogs, right? And so my sister was, I want to get a dog. I want to get a dog. She had cats. And I was like, dude, how are you going to get a dog? You have cats. Well, I don't know. They'll just have to figure it out. They'll have to figure out how to get along. I want a dog. But you're going to have to help me. Why? I don't want a dog. You always say you want a bulldog. Well, okay, if you get a bulldog, I'll help out. So she found this online, this place where people adopt their dogs out when they're looking for families, big up north or whatever. And so she found a bulldog, and her name was Lola. And she was only 2 years old. Is that what it was?
I don't remember. I never saw the dog.
Yeah, because we only had her for 24 hours.
We'll get there.
Fuck, bro. Dog was fucking beautiful, bro. Beautiful dog. But she was already, for being 2, she was already kind of big, you know what I mean? So she got the dog for $700, dude. And it came with her cage. It came with toys. It came with like a bag of food, her leash. The dog already knew how to sit, knew how to heel, knew how to shake.
Oh, dog, you're set up.
Right. So I was like, the dog came in and she came over right to me and sat at my feet. And I'm talking to my sister, and I'm, petting the dog and blah, blah. Her little fucking dog hairs going all over the place. I was like, that's the only thing I don't like about dogs. But anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the dog, blah, blah. And she said, okay, well, take him for a walk. We can go to the bathroom or whatever. Well, all right, cool. So I put Lola on a leash. Come on. So she went right there with me, and we got to the edge of the street, and I said, heel. And she stopped. I said, sit. And she sat down. And I was like, this fucking dog's dope. It listens to me. It's cool. Right on. So I took her for a little walk. She did her shit, came back, went inside. So the dog was good, right? Didn't bark that night. Didn't fucking cry, nothing, right? Next day, all right, I walked her before I went to work. Went to work. My sister had the day off, and I came home. She said, we got to get rid of the fucking dog. Somebody's coming. They'll be here in about half an hour. Why? What happened to Lola? Lola's a great fucking dog. She's already come trained. What's the problem? She growled at me.
She got a little bit of a point.
Okay, well, why did the dog growl at you? She said, well, the cat wanted to come inside, and she wouldn't come all the way up the stairs because Lola was there. Yeah, they're natural enemies. Okay? She said, yeah, but when I went down and I grabbed the cat, and I was coming up the stairs, and when I got to the top of the gate, Lola wouldn't let me in, so I tried to get her to move back, and she growled at me. See, she didn't growl at you. She growled at because you were holding the cat, and you were trying to push her back. She was just trying to get to know the fucking cat. Nope, I don't care. We're going to get rid of her. Dude, she turned around in 24 hours and lost $400 on the dog.
Damn!
She sold it for $300. She wanted to get rid of it that bad. I was like, bro. I said, don't ever talk to me about a dog again. We're never going to get another Lola. I almost kept the leash. Had me my fucking dog that I wanted my whole life for 24 hours.
The first dog we had for our kids, my daughter wanted it.
Okay.
So we got her the dog. Puppy, whole nine. So it's a family dog, but it was my daughter's dog. Okay? Princess.
Okay.
So after a couple of years, we had an opportunity to have another one, which we took, another puppy. And all black, we named him Pepper, or her. I only take females. So that was kind of going.
Sorry, you said you only take females?
Yeah, I don't like male dogs.
Okay.
So that was it was like, that's my son's dog. It's still a family dog, but at least, it's like, okay, that's hers. This one's yours. So it's a puppy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're kind of a pain in the ass. You
like kids. You got to train them everything. You got to watch out.
So our original dog, Princess, didn't fuck with her. Like, if Pepper was in the living room with us, Princess was in the family room. If Pepper was outside, Princess was inside. She just ignored that dog, didn't want to have anything to do with it. So it's already creating a problem.
Okay.
So, again, the puppy was a pain in the ass. And then, when my son came home from school, he'd be the one to have to take her out if I'm working, feed it, do whatever. And I don't remember the whole situation, but one day my son called me while I was working. He's like, yeah, we got to get rid of this dog. I'm done. I was like, yeah, but, she's still a puppy. Well, nope, don't want it. And because of the way she made our original dog feel, the three of them were on board. Yeah, it's no problem. We get rid of it. I was like, fuck.
Well, what did he do that day?
I don't remember. Just being a pain in my son's ass. Maybe tearing up his socks or something. I don't know. But Pepper would have been great. No. Because, the older... Well, then again, like I said, the original one wasn't really messing with her. So, to teach it, go outside to go potty, stuff like that. Right. She kept crazy distance from her.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Animals are fucking... It's crazy to see, like... They're not dumb, dude. You know what I mean? They're smart animals, and they do have a lot of character. You know what I mean? It's really funny. Like I watch shit on TikTok where they'll go in and they'll lean in on the dog, and the dog will put its head on its shoulder and put its arms up on your arms like it's giving you a hug. And it's like, fucking dogs, dude. Like, how do they know all that shit? I wonder if that's reincarnation and people are coming back.
The funny thing is, the dog we have now, this dog don't know how good she has it compared to our first one. Our first one was outside all day in 115 degree weather while we were working. We'd come home, dude, she would jump 6 feet against the glass to let us know, hey, I'm outside. I want to come inside. It's hot. Yeah, exactly. And we would let her in, When it was time for us to leave during the day, whether it would be work or something, I'd yell at her to go outside. She'd have her head down, tail between her legs, didn't want to go outside, but she knew that's where she had to go. This dog, inside all day in the AC. Like I said before, she got like 3 beds in different parts of the house, the whole 9. Our old dog, when we would open the door and she was like further in the back, dude, she come running full speed into the house. This one, we have her outside for 15 minutes. Call her to come back in, dude, she's walking nonchalant. Yeah, just you keep it open for me. Yeah, I'll be right there.
I'll be there when I get there.
Yeah, exactly. And the worst part is like at night when I'm trying to go to bed or something, I'm like, come on, damn.
You mean like at 6 in the evening?
Yeah, but
Right on. Sebastian.
What?
Any final thoughts?
Nope, I'm good.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to say anything to the girls that are possibly going to write into the show to talk to you?
Nope.
You want to give them no one-liners, no...
Nope.
At least, hey, I like The Walking Dead. Hey,
you covered that like 6 times in this one episode already.
I like.
What's the height you like? Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
The only thing that matters is she likes him.
All right.
The only thing that matters is she has a fucking pulse at this point.
So if you're not dead, I'm just kidding. Again, mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com. And we will be putting up, again, Chantel's sweet treats, her links on our Instagram. So make sure you check that out. And make sure you go and you buy some confections from her. Absolutely some of the best candy we've ever had. I speak for myself if I want, but Tony, any final words? Any shout-outs?
Yeah, our homie Griselda, her husband Juan, his birthday's tomorrow. Tuesday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
so
birthday.
The day this goes up.
So happy birthday, Juan. He's 56, kid.
Woo.
She got an old man.
Yup.
That's about it.
That's it.
Thank you for the candy, Chantel. Appreciate that coming through.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was really, really good. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next week.